you're doing very well. And in this month of Pride, in Insider PV, we are celebrating Pride. And today I'm very happy because I have the opportunity to finally talk to this persona that is super busy and he's one of the influential people in Puerto Vallarta. How are you, Jet?
I'm amazing, doing great. Thank you for having me. It's an honor.
You're welcome. Thank you. And I know that you are very busy. And I love the view that you have over there. You have better view than my view.
Thank you. I'm here in Centro, and yeah, you see the background behind me. I have yellow windows. I just put them in. That's why it looks yellow, but it's actually nice at night.
That's awesome. Okay, tell us, where are you from?
So I'm originally from Austin, Texas. I grew up in Austin and also Monterrey, Mexico. And as a kid, I came from all over the place. So Monterrey, McAllen, Reynosa, Austin, that whole line, the frontera. That's where I grew up, and my earliest memories were in Monterrey. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm from Tex-Mex.
Okay, well, I'm from Monterrey too, so we are
Oh,
Regios.
mira, Regios,
Exactly.
eso.
So it's not very easy to find a regio over here. So now I know that it's another one here. So that's good.
Yeah, and I love going to Monterrey.
I know, me too. It's a very cool city, and I always tell people that that Monterrey is the second biggest city in Mexico, but people they don't believe that. I do believe that. So yes, I don't know. What do you think about it?
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, it's incredible. There's so much to see and do. It's like a Guadalajara inside. It's very big,
Yeah.
and especially you go on the outside. There's a lot of hiking, senderismo, and mountains. It's beautiful, and aguas termales, thermal waters, and rivers. It's really nice.
That's good. Tell us, when was the first time that you came to Puerto Vallarta and why?
Okay. So my first time was when I was 30 years old. I'm 38 now. And I had I was living in Texas at the time. And it was during the elections, with Hillary, Bernie, Trump, all those things. And there was all these crazy Americans saying that they were going to leave the US if he was elected. I was one of those crazy Americans, and I decided to leave. And I left, and I came to Puerto Vallarta. I had a good best friend of mine told me that Vallarta had really good snorkeling, so it was close. I was wanting a break from the U.S. and I came and I fell in love. So when I was 30, and it's been amazing ever since, of course.
That's awesome, and I do agree with that. That Puerto Vallarta is awesome and has a special charm about it. So, as a young gay man, what do you love about Puerto Vallarta?
As a young gay man, well, that's a great question because when I came, I felt like it was a retirement town. I was also 8 years younger, so I was like, oh, it's like a old retirement town here in Puerto Vallarta. I mean, great snorkeling, but since I've been here, I've seen a lot of changes. For me, it's a lot of positive changes. I think for a lot of people as well. But what I love specifically is that there's a lot of activities like nature. There's a gay beach, there's gay clubs, there's drag every night. Sorry, and there's so much to do. You don't have to spend a lot of money as a young gay man to come to Puerto Vallarta and enjoy everything. But of course, for those that have money, there's tons of that as well. And especially for the young gay men, there's plenty of sugar daddies for everybody. So people tend to like that as well.
That's true. So tell me, it's the hostel was your first business, or it was the tour, the naked tour? What was first?
I was actually the private boat tours. I started private boat tours here in Puerto Vallarta as my very first business. And this is, it's funny, a lot of people don't know this, but we do private charters, boats, and catamarans and all that. So that was first. And then the second one was the hostel. And then it was the naked beach. And between that, the Facebook group.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's incredible. I thought that was that you start first with the hostel, that it was more
Mm.
easy to manage, and then the well, and actually they know that you had it as a private tour. Oh, that's well, I think that's great. And so, how come that you had the idea to do the naked boat tour?
The Naked Boat Tour, well, that one, it was funny because, like I mentioned, I was doing private tours, and those were very successful. It was like for the gay couples, straight couples, family, and kids, everybody. And I like to take summers off to refresh my mind. And that particular summer, I was traveling around the world. I was doing an around the world trip. I went to like Japan, and I was like, I think in Germany and in Spain, and I was going to different nude activities, like nude beaches, nude saunas, nude hotels, and it was just like a random nude year summer for me, and which coincided with one of our tour guides. He said, "Why don't we try something naked?" And I was like, "Why not?" I mean, yeah, I love getting naked, and it was something new for me. I'm from Texas and Monterrey. And those areas were very conservative, so it was exciting. It was daring, and I was like, "Why not? Let's try it." And well, as you know now, a lot of things in Vallarta are naked. Lots of hotels, lots of activities are clothing optional. But yeah, we were one of the first ones, and I always love like trying something new. So I was like, yeah, it's new, nobody has it. Why not try it and see how it works? And it's been the largest boat tour business since.
So, have you had any challenge opening your business, and how did you handle that?
I feel like I got very lucky. I don't think I had any challenges, honestly, because I feel like whenever I have an idea, I try to not steal people's ideas. I try to create new ideas, and I try like, for example, the Naked Beach tour that we had. There was at the time Wet and Wild and Diana's, and I was like, okay, they work on these days. I was like, I don't want to compete with them, so I'll pick a different day. So I did that. Same with the hostels. I was like, there's no gay hostels. Let me open a gay hostel. The Facebook page, there's no gay Facebook pages. I was like, let me. So I was like trying to do niche things, and doing that, I also always try to involve the community members. Like for the private tours, I always like work with a really good captains who are members, a long time captains of Puerto Vallarta. So I've always had like fortunate to be like supported by the local community, create new ideas, and bring tourism to Puerto Vallarta, which of course is the tourism town. So everybody's been very supportive of it, and I've been very grateful of it. So when people come and try to create new start a new business, I'm like, yeah, just try to do something new, because as a small town, we support new ideas. But if they're new, they're the same ideas, they just think it's hard to create a business from a same old idea. There's already 10,000 taco trucks everywhere, like try something different, I would say.
That's right. So tell us, what is
Mhm.
the most memorable thing that happened to you here in Puerto Vallarta?
Specifically for me, I was reflecting on this today. I remember I was asked to be in the magazine Hemisphere, which is United Airlines magazine, which was incredible. I mean, I come from a small town, Austin, Texas, at the time, and as a kid, I mean, I would just never think of one, going in the plane often, but two, being on a magazine in a plane. It was just crazy for me. And being on the magazine here on the cover of Puerto Vallarta, I don't know about PV. That was incredible, walking around the town, seeing my face everywhere. That was really cool. And it was like, yeah, so that's for me, it's very memorable to be able to come as a nobody and have some impact. I was like shocked, but it's been very amazing to see that.
Do you feel like Carrie Bradshaw when she was on the buses, something like that? And then when you saw yourself on the cover, something like that?
Yeah, it's surreal. It's just like, it's just crazy, I mean, yeah, it's definitely a Carrie Bradshaw moment. Definitely with Sex in the City here, there's a lot of these columns that I should be writing probably.
Yeah, I know. So, do you have a gay role model that you want to
You
follow
know,
or that you follow?
yeah, actually, there in Vallarta, I've been very lucky that I have found really amazing gay role models. which in other towns around the world, I just don't see that as like in one place. To just name a few, John, like the guys in the association that we have, the community center, John from Casa Cupola, Paul Chris of Mercurio, Isaac and Joy from the Gay Guy. They were my first friends here in Puerto Vallarta. They're the owners of the Gay Guy TV. Jerry Jones of About TV, Javier Jimenez from Pride, and he has several iconic clubs: Flamingos, Industry, Wet Dreams, and even like Tracy Parks from Encanto. But there's so many gay mentors that I have here that up until 30, I had zero gay mentors. So it's like here it's a very good community of people that I reach out to if I have issues with my team or administration stuff or legal anything. Like I reach out to people and they have experience. So it's been amazing finding that here in Vallarta.
That's lovely. So what would you say to the youth that has problems to come out?
The youth to have to come out. Well, I would say just be yourself. Here in Vallarta and beyond, there's so many types of gays now. You don't have to be extra gay. You could be not so gay. You could be very straight, closetero. I don't know. I think there's, as a young person, I'm sure there's a lot of pressure to be a certain way. But I think the most important thing, educate yourself, focus on your career, and then be the boss bitch you want to be in life. You could be who you want to be, but take care of yourself, and then the rest, let the world deal with it.
So it was difficult for you to be out with your family or there in Texas?
It's funny. I thought it was gonna be easier for me because my mom's a hairdresser. My dad and then so of course she had a lot of gay friends. My dad also had gay friends, and my parents met at a gay club actually. So I thought it was gonna be okay, but then whenever I came out to them, it definitely wasn't. They were not okay with it. But it was very uncomfortable for the first couple of days. They just I told them I was bi, which was a lie. But I think we all told our parents we're bi at some point. But yeah, so it was difficult, I think, at the beginning. But my mom's the best friend of mine till this day, so she was very supportive, and I was very lucky to have that support from her. But yeah, I think it's very important to have family support or like an aunt or an uncle or a cousin, somebody to support you. And luckily, I had that support system in Austin where I grew up.
That's fantastic. So do you have any favorite gay character on TV?
Yes, I do. There was a guy, Hugh Sheridan. He came to Puerto Vallarta during COVID, and I had the pleasure of meeting him. He's an Australian actor. He was also on GQ magazine, and he's a triple threat. He dances, sings, models, acts, and we went on a couple dates actually, which was really amazing. But I fell in love with him as a talent. So I do like to watch his shows, movies, and stuff. And I look up to him. And of course, Will and Grace. I love Jack, so he's also a favorite of mine.
That's great. So what is your favorite movie in general? Doesn't have to be a gay movie or with gay theme.
My favorite movie. I love anything sci-fi. So like Tron, I love the graphics, the lights, anything futuristic with Daft Punk. So yeah, like Tron. I would say Tron's one of my favorites. I could watch that all the time.
So now, what is the song that you play in your Apple Music or Spotify more often lately?
Yeah, Spotify just told me recently, read me. I love Rihanna. Apparently, I play nonstop Rihanna. I was like, I guess, yeah, I'm a Riri fan. But I love Miley Cyrus, Britney, anything. I like Toulouse vibes. But I love Rihanna. Like, if you go to Spotify, hey, Spotify, play Rihanna. It'll play for sex, for cooking, for the shower, for cleaning, it's everything. So I love Rihanna. Anything.
That I think she has a good vibe. So what you can tell people if they haven't been in Vallarta, what you can tell people why they should come to Vallarta?
They haven't been to Vallarta.
Yes, if they
Um,
haven't.
I would say be prepared to look for real estate or something because people love it here. And you come and you see why. It's a beautiful small community. It's a very welcoming, gay, of course, oriented community. It's like WeHo, but in Mexico. But it's amazing. There's nature. It's for those that are laid back, who want to an easy life, who like being friends with their neighbors, who like coming year after year. So it's a very nice life here, and people are very happy here in general. So I would say, come sooner than later. You won't regret it.
So I have two last questions. So,
Uh-huh.
what is the best thing about the Facebook group that you like?
Okay. Yeah, the Facebook group is amazing. Now we have about 42,000 members, and you mentioned like mentors and stuff. For me personally, I created that because whenever I got here, I had really good mentors like the ones I mentioned. But in this Facebook group, if you're new to Vallarta, you could ask for like activities to do, tours, etc. But also, if you're like, I need help with starting a business, or I need to look for real estate, you get so many answers so quickly. So that's one of my favorite things. It's created a resource that I wish I had when I got here, and I'm glad to see people use it. So it's really nice.
What is new right now on you? Do you have any projects that you have under your sleeve?
Yeah, well, I'm always working on something new. I wish I could stop, but I'm always doing it. Right now, I'm working on creating a new platform for adult film production. So it's I was luckily to be I won the best of OnlyFans for Puerto Vallarta Facebook group, which was really an amazing honor to be able to not be nominated and win that category. But I'm going more into adult production, especially with the Naked Piece. So check out our Twitter and social media handles for that. It's gonna be fun, and I'm trying to uplift the Latin community here in Puerto Vallarta to create their own content, to be their own bosses, to make their own money, and use their talents. So I'm trying to. That's a project coming soon that I'm very excited about.
So when is gonna be launched, or do you don't have like a specific date?
Yeah, I think this summer I'm going to be focusing on it. It's our low season, so I'm going to be working with that, and I'm trying to I'm going more sex positivity and in general, like with the health community organization as well, the community center. Promote safe sex, promote PrEP, doxy PrEP, and all these other great medicines that we can use while we could have a positive sex lifestyle. So that's kind of the direction I'm going in.
Well, that's fantastic. Jen, thank you so much for taking the time of answering all these questions and get to know you more. And I'm sure many people know you, but probably they haven't had the chance to have like those 10 or 15 minutes to get to know you more. So I really appreciate that. And well, thank you for being here on Insider TV on this special edition of Pride. And well, so next week we have another guest. And well, thank you so much, Ed. And over here, there will be the link for your Twitter, for your Facebook group, and where they can find you, and also for the tours and for the hostels. So, are you sure that you sleep sometimes, or you don't sleep?
I rarely sleep, actually. Yeah, I need a nap.
You need a nap. That's awesome. Well,
Yeah,
thank you so much.
thank you.
And well,
No,
I'll
thank
see
you
you
so
around.
much. Thank you so
Gracias.
much. It's been fun. Hasta luego.
Muchas gracias. Gracias.